I once knew this girl named Dina, and she had this stranger's parents. Her mom was like a known liar, and her dad was a politician who was kind of called like a fraud. When she would go to school, her parents would make her lie about her name and would make her lie about the fact that she had an older sister. She never really knew why, and one day her parents made her move schools. Her parents made her homeschool for a year and then eventually let her go back to school. But when she went back to school, she was allowed to use her name, her real name. But then she thought that there was something wrong with using her real name, so she wore a face mask instead so people wouldn't know who she was. She eventually became friends with this girl named Nastya, who was really nice to her but was really weird and overshared all the time. Nastya showed Dina around the school and kind of taught her all the rules about who people were and this bully named Ava, who also happened to be Nastya's older sister. Ava is kind of known for picking on everybody all the time, and so Nastya and Dina are kind of scared of her. One day at school, Nastya sees her super popular crush Peter put a note in her locker that asks her to the Valentine's Day dance, so she immediately runs to Dina and is like, "This guy asked me out, I can't wait to go with him." Dina immediately is like, "Well, Nastya, you don't really know him, so why would he ask you out?" And Nastya is extremely offended and runs away crying. Dina is still really concerned for Nastya, so she shows up at the dance anyway and is like, ready to spring into action. When Dina walks into the dance, she sees Nastya walking up to Peter, who immediately starts laughing because he definitely didn't ask Nastya to the dance. And you realize that it was Ava, the bully, messing with Nastya. Dina runs in to help Nastya with the Ava conflict, and immediately trouble ensues. Dina gets pushed by Ava and her mask comes off, and everybody sees her full face for the first time. They tell her that she looks beautiful, but also realize who she is and that she's this politician's daughter. Dina, who thinks that her dad is a horrible person, starts trying to cover up and is like, "That's not me, I am not his kid," and everyone starts rushing to her aid to tell her that he's actually a very good guy who's done wonderful things for their community. Dina almost doesn't believe them, so she grabs her mask and runs home and confronts her parents for the first time. They immediately say that they shouldn't have kept things a secret, that they tried to tell her her dad was a good dad, and that there wasn't anything wrong besides that. She asks about her sister Maria, who she's never been allowed to see and had to lie about, and it becomes clear that Maria was actually in a coma the entire time, and they had hidden it from Dina to try and save her sadness. In the end, Dina made up with her family and kept her friend Nastya, but the entire thing was definitely very weird.